Because until enough people start to contact their representatives, we're not going to get anywhere. One of the few people that was up in Washington, D.C. that agrees with me, that speaks out like I do, was a man by the name of Colonel Allen West.
Right.
He got tarred and feathered and is no longer out there. Now, thank God he's got his own little thing going, but he's not got the voice of being in Congress anymore. I mean, it's appalling what's happening. I'm hoping, not that I agree with her on everything, but I'm hoping that Michele Bachmann is only stepping down from Congress to make a run for the Senate, because she'd be running against Al Franken. And that would be a slaughter that I'd love to see. But what we're finding is these people that probably have every good intention when they first get elected and go up there. Should I dare mention her name?
Go ahead.
From local area of yours, Renee Ellmers. I mean, they have every good intention when they get there. I don't know what mind games they play on these poor souls when they get to Washington, D.C. But all of a sudden, where has the Republican Party been? And I don't want to turn this into a political thing. I say at every one of my speeches, this is not a partisan issue. This should not be a conservative or liberal issue. This is a national security issue. This is an American issue. And everybody that died on 9/11 bled red, didn't matter where they came from. But somehow, over the last 10 years, the Muslims have like an octopus with their sticky things grabbed a hold of the Liberal Party.
Right.
And they know that they can side with them because the liberals are, if we're just nice to them, they'll leave us alone. Really? Anybody want to tell me what happened with Thomas Jefferson? We didn't have troops overseas then. We hear them blaming Bush. Oh, it's because of the footprint. We're in Afghanistan, we're in Iran, we're in Iraq, we're in the Middle East. Were we in the Middle East when Thomas Jefferson was in office?
No.
Because if you go back and look at what he said about the Muslims, who knows the Marine Corps song, Shores of Tripoli? It was the first time we sent Marines overseas. We were fighting the same Somali pirates we're fighting today. They knew all the way back then that Islam was a problem. And somehow, we've made them or allowed them to become the victim. And I'll tell you what's going to happen is if nothing's done about it, everybody in this room, we're going to be the victims. Because we're going to either live under those laws or we're not going to be here anymore.
That's right.
Especially people like me. Because I talk about this all the time and I'm going to be first on the list.